Okay, so you're about to give a talk, and what is a pre-talk routine that you can do? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 different options that you can take on that's going to help you calm the nerves and become your most confident self before you give a talk. Pre-talk routines. This is a question that I often get in my Speak with Confidence event. Clients always want to know, what can I do to get in the most confident state before I go on stage? Now, this is really important because 2 minutes before is one of the most important times before your talk, because those 2 minutes before is going to make sure that you get into the right state before you step on that stage. And mentally, it can be such a very powerful place to get in your most confident self, because what you're thinking and doing before you get on that stage often transfers over. And so you really want to nail this pre-talk routine. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to share with you 3 different examples of pre-talk routines that you can take on. But before we get into the specific examples, what I want to do is really just zoom out and cover like the 3 main areas that there are that you can focus on for your pre-talk routines. The first area is all about mindset. Okay, all about mindset. It's controlling your thoughts, channeling them in the right way, shifting the perspective to view the talk in a different way, in a way that makes you feel excited to put yourself out there. So that's the first big area that you want to focus on, or you could focus on for your pre-talk routines. So it's all about the mindset. The second area I like to focus, I call it stress management. Now, whether that's breathing techniques, whether that's body posture, whether that's meditation, it's the area that you can focus on to reduce the stress levels so that you feel more confident. Yes, nerves are likely going to be there. That's the first thing. To eliminate all nerves is a challenge and very unlikely to happen, but can you turn it around so that those nerves are actually manageable, so that you can have that mix of nerves and excitement? That's the second area. It's stress management. And the third is content or delivery. Okay, so content/delivery. That's getting connected with your material before you get up there, but also some techniques that you can use to improve your delivery. So those are the 3 big categories that we have in terms of pre-talk routines. And I'm going to share with you a few examples. And again, like I always do, I say this in my trainings as well, is that this is a buffet. Go through, I'm throwing out suggestions. If that item looks interesting, put it on your plate. If that item is something that doesn't connect with you, leave it there and just keep moving on. It's not about taking everything on, but it's about taking the right things for you. So even in the 3 pre-talk routines I'm going to share today, maybe one of the items is going to work with you, and the other one you're like, nope, that's okay. Take what serves you and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to start off with pre-talk routine number 1. Pre-talk routine number 1. I want to share with you this one. It's something that I've used myself. A lot of my clients have found it really helpful. It's combining a breathing technique to reduce the stress levels with a mindset technique. So again, this is an example. I'm showing you one from this side, one from this side. If you put the 2 together, it can be a powerful technique. So the first is, I call it the 4-4 technique. Okay, it's the 4-4 breathing technique. Now, why it's important? Number 1, most people, when they're about to give a talk, they get nervous. When people get nervous, what happens is they typically overbreathe. So, for example, they get nervous, they're getting anxious, maybe on the verge of panic and panic attacks. They start big inhales and short exhales. And what happens is that actually brings more of the fight or flight response into your nervous system. You're going to feel more nerves, and it's counterproductive. So, like many yoga breathing techniques or any type of stress management techniques, typically what they want to focus on is equanimity of breath. So your inhale matches your exhale, or you could even go longer. But just to make it super, super simple, let's make it the 4-4 in the breathing technique. Now what this is a 4-count inhale, a 4-count exhale. So 4 count in and 4 count out. And you would just cycle through that. That's a way for you to, 1, get some control over the stress levels, and number 2, you're going to feel more relaxed. So that is the first example. That's a derivative of the box breathing technique. So maybe you're familiar with that. I find that it's useful, but for some people it's complicated. Just to share a little bit about what that is, it would be, the reason it's box is like a 4-count inhale, a 4-count hold, a 4-count exhale, a 4-count hold, and you just keep repeating it, 4, 4, 4, 4. and it looks like a box. So that's just one way that you can do it. But if you want to keep it super simple, or for example, if you're really stressed out, it's hard to think of all the specifics. Let's keep it very easy. 4-4. 4 count inhale, 4 count exhale. So that is a breathing technique that you can use to get in the most confident state. Now we're going to combine that with a mindset technique. And again, these are always optional. These are suggestions. But one that you could do is you pair the breathing technique with the mindset of, I'm here to attract only my ideal clients. Okay, I'm here to attract my ideal clients. Now, why that's important, that's a great mindset to take on, is most people, when they're giving a talk, they want to win the entire audience over. They want to be liked by everyone. And that puts a lot of pressure on themselves, because then when you're doing your talk, you're typically scanning the audience and you're looking for signs of approval, but you're also scanning for signs of disapproval or perceived disapproval. That person with the crossed arms or the person that's on their phone, it's very easy to take that personally and take that as a sign that they're disinterested and that you're not doing well, and your confidence will tank. So instead, what we want to do is to get that mindset to be in the most confident state. What if you took that on, that I'm here to only attract my ideal clients? What that does is it's very powerful because it releases the pressure of wanting to win everyone over. Number one, it's not possible. Okay, that's the first thing. It's not possible. I don't care who you are. In any group event, when you're up there speaking on stage, not everyone's going to be sitting there going, wow, this is the most amazing speaker ever. This is such amazing information. You're changing my life. You're inspiring me. We'd love that to be the case, but that's not a reality. So if we could let go of that unrealistic expectation and just come back to, I'm here to only attract my ideal clients, what happens is you release the pressure, but it gives you the freedom to be your authentic self and just share your message, knowing that the right people are going to resonate with your message and they're going to come talk to you after. They're going to go to your website. They're going to look to be a client with you. That is all. Okay, that's all we're looking at. So that's technique number one. Pre-talk routine number one is combining the 4-4 breathing with the mindset of, I'm here to only attract my ideal clients. Again, that's just a suggestion, but it's one that you could use. Okay, pre-talk routine number two. This is going to combine, again, it's a mindset with a stress management technique. Now, the mindset, what we're going to do is that you are going to channel the nerves. Now, what I mean by that, most people, when they're starting off, what they do is they hate the nerves. Okay, so they're getting ready to do a talk, they feel anxious, they feel nervous, and they hate it. So they're either going to try to fight it, go like, oh, damn it, I hate these nerves, or why do I have these feelings? They're going to try to repress it. But what happens is you're putting all your energy trying to fight it off, and it's unlikely that the nerves are going to just completely dissipate. It'd be great if they did, but that's not a realistic outcome. Okay, it's not a realistic scenario. So what we want to do instead is channel the nerves. Now, what I mean by that is, what if you can make them your friend? Because here's the thing. So nerves are often just energy. Nerves are energy. It's on the negative side, people are looking at fear of failure, fear of getting up there and humiliating themselves, fear of being mocked, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of looking bad. This is often what's behind the nervous energy that comes up there. But what we want to do is also focus on what's exciting about you speaking in public. So when you can channel the excitement, whether it's getting your message out to a new audience, whether it's scaling your time, whether it's getting your message out there in an authentic way only to your ideal clients, whether it's about building your business, building your revenue, making a bigger impact in the world, what we want to do is, how can we channel into that and get excited by channeling the nerves by going, yes, there are things that make me nervous, but what excites me about this opportunity? And when you can focus on that and put your mindset to that area, that I'm excited to do this. And what are you generally excited about? What's going to often happen is it's going to help you channel the nerves so that it's helpful. Because again, energy is energy. And when you can focus on the excitement, that's going to help you move forward, as opposed to the nervousness, which is, I'm afraid to look bad. I feel like I'm not good enough. All these things. You can have that too. But if we just fixate on that, it's going to be counterproductive. Instead, let's focus on being able to channel what you're excited about. Now, I would suggest to pair that with a body posture technique, which is about walking. Okay, so take that thought on when you're excited, but walk with intention, walk with purpose, walk with the excitement. What I mean by that is allowing yourself to feel the excitement And how would you walk if you felt that excitement? So that's the thing. I want you to visualize what's going on. I want you to visualize the excitement of building your business or pushing past your comfort zone, really focusing on the courage that it takes for you to put yourself out there and have yourself walking around before. What that's going to do, it's often going to drop the nerves, but it's going to get you into that confident state that's so helpful before you speak on stage. So that's pre-talk routine number 2. Again, it's a suggestion, it's an option. Combine what you're excited about with the nervous energy, channel the nerves to focus on the excitement, and pair it with walking with intention, walking with feeling the excitement, doing that before you get on that stage so that you get the right state to get up there and be your most confident self. Pre-talk routine number 3. We're going to combine a stress management technique with a content delivery technique. Now, I'll start off with the stress management. And what this is, it's about feeling grounded in your feet. Because when people are nervous, what happens? They typically rise up in their feet. They don't feel settled. They don't feel secure. And instead, I want you to feel grounded in your heels. So 2 minutes before your talk, what I want you to do is stand up there, open body posture, but then put the pressure on your heels and actually feel yourself, feel your feet grounding into the floor, feeling secure, feeling rooted. And if you're more of a visual person, imagine that you have roots growing out of your feet, through the bottom of your feet, into the earth's core. And you're going to see how you feel more grounded, more secure. You're going to feel more stable, which is really important because a lot of times before people do a talk, they're a little bit uncertain, they're on edge, they're not sure, they're not feeling grounded. Focus on grounding your feet into the floor, feeling as secure as possible. That's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel stable. More importantly, it's going to get you started on the right foot. So that's the first one. To do that, combined with a content delivery technique. Now, what this is, it's about know your opener. Okay, know your opener. What I mean by that is memorize it, of course. You definitely want to have the material. Most people, when they start off, what happens is they're unsure about the opener. That's what brings up so much uncertainty, because the first 2 minutes of your talk, is it going to go well? Am I going to blank out? Are people going to like it? Am I going to completely bomb? It's the uncertainty that brings up a lot of the anxiety. So if we can focus on knowing your opener, knowing exactly what you're going to say to start off with, then the next level, besides memorizing it, is to embody it. Take it in. Feel it inside your body. That's the next level where you actually take it in. You trust yourself. Maybe that's beyond you where you are right now. But if not, I definitely would suggest going there. But at a minimum, nail your opener. Know exactly what you want to say, because that's going to give you the confidence to get over those first 2 minutes, to do it from a place of really feeling grounded, because that's where the vulnerability comes up. When you can nail those first 2 minutes, you're going to notice stress levels drop. You're going to feel more secure in yourself. You're going to feel better because you started off strong. And then the rest of your talk, the probability of the rest of it going well is a lot higher than if you don't know your opener and you're shaky from the beginning. Then you're going to be shaky throughout. And I've seen that where people go downhill quickly. Know your opener. Okay, know your opener. So pre-talk routine number 3 is combining your feet, ground them into the floor with knowing your opener. Having it just memorize so that you just know it. So when you go out there, you nail that start, and that's going to start you off on the right place. So these were 3 suggested pre-talk routines. Feel free to mix and match as you will. I'll do another video with more coming up, but I just wanted to do something to get you started so that you have some tools to start strong, feel more confident in your delivery so that you share your message in a big way and you improve your life and improve your career. And if you want to know more about what we do, head on over to levelupliving.com. We have Speak with Confidence. It's an amazing program to take you to become a confident public speaker. Not just the technical side, but also into the internal side where you feel confident to put yourself out there. So again, in that training, we also create customized pre-talk routines for yourself. We work together personally to do that. But yeah, again, if that's something that interests you, head on over to levelupliving.com. Speak with Confidence would be a great spot to get you there, to move you forward fast so that you share your message and improve your life. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day.